What's up, everyone? This is Isaac with Hunger Smash Fitness coming to you once again. If you haven't heard, World's Strongest Man just released the event for World's Strongest Man 2020. So at first I thought about doing a predictions video, trying to estimate who's going to win each event, all that sort of stuff. I decided I'm not going to do that yet, at least. I'm not sure if I'll do that for WSM, but I'm not going to do that yet. Just a lot of the athletes haven't really been putting up a lot of what they're doing. I could do predictions based off of previous competitions and everything, but as we all know, with 2020, there weren't a lot of competitions. So we've just had World Ultimate Strongman and a couple other stuff. So I figured for now, we'll just post a video about the events, talking about what they're doing, what I like or dislike about them, and go from there. And then you can comment down below and definitely let me know what you think. So, for the qualifying rounds, day one, you're going to have a loading medley, a squat lift, and a deadlift. I'm assuming, well, with these, it's a little bit tough. I'm assuming that with this one, the deadlift will probably be for max, and the squat lift will be for reps. Seems to be how they generally like to do it. That it might be switched because of the finals and I'll show that a little bit later, and I'll show my thinking on that. So generally speaking, with World's Strongest Man, they like to do the squat lift for reps. Usually it's 700, 750, something like that. It's usually on the fat bar, all that sort of stuff. And then deadlift, we'll see. We'll see, but yeah, just because of the finals, it might be switched. So I like this though. I think this is a great start. You have a moving event and then two static events. JF and I actually talked about this a lot in my interview with him about how World's Strongest Man lately, they've been doing, 5 events, 6 events, and I don't think it's really enough to truly see who is the strongest, who's the World's Strongest Man. And so in the video, he and I talked about you really need 8 to 10 events to really see who is the strongest. So I'm really, really excited that World's Strongest Man, they're adding more events, and they're mixing it up a little bit more. They're doing more of a throwback too. We haven't really seen Fingal's Fingers in a while. This will be brand new to a lot of the competitors who, obviously, Brian Shaw, JF, stuff like that, they've had stuff like this in the past. A lot of the younger guys, Tom Stoltman, Alexi, I don't think Luke's ever done Fingal's Fingers. So a lot of the guys, this is a brand new thing for them. I like it. I think it's really fun that they're throwing it back. Fingal's Fingers and a train pull. We have not seen a train pull in a while. So, yeah, I think this is fantastic. I love day 2 right here. I don't know how heavy they're going to be. Typically, the pulling events, they like to load it up. It's World's Strongest Man. Generally speaking, you want it at a heavy enough weight where some of the guys can't finish. Some of the guys finish it really rapidly. You kind of get those in thirds, basically. So I'm assuming it's going to be a pretty heavy train pull. Hopefully not on a grade. Hopefully it's going to be pretty flat or on a very slight grade. But yeah, we'll see with that. For day 3 of the qualifying rounds, overhead medley, I'm assuming it's probably going to be, either, because they've been doing more of the axle and dumbbells lately. I'm hoping it's going to be a log and stone overhead medley. Yeah, we'll see with that once we get more information. I would love it if it's 4 and it's like 2 logs and 2 stones, or blocks. That would be fantastic. I'd love to see that. But we'll see. Pickaxe hold, I love this. We have not done a static hold in a while. I mean, they've done the Hercules hold, they've done some stuff like that. But I loved the old champagne holds and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited. I think that's fantastic that they're going to do a pickaxe hold this year. I don't know. I'm assuming it's a single, because usually it's a single out in front, but they could do the double, where it's one in each arm out to the sides. But either way, that's going to be fun to see. And then they're doing a stone off again. This is where I'm a little disappointed. I don't like the stone off. I feel like too many times you get athletes that are really solidly in second place, and then it comes to the stone off, and the guy in third place is just a fantastic stone lifter. And we've seen it happen multiple times where guys who should go to the finals end up not going because they get not ripped off necessarily. But yeah, they don't make it with the stone off. If World's Strongest Man ever watches this video, which I highly doubt they will, but hey, you can share it with them, and hopefully they'll watch it at some point. But in my opinion, instead of doing the stone off, I think it'd be much better do a third event, for but have it changed where like first and second are guaranteed to go finals, and then have 2 wild cards where highest ranked third place goes to the final as well. So you can still get in if you get third, but I feel like with the stone off, yeah, it makes for great TV. But it's really hard on the athletes, I feel like. And obviously this is my opinion. This is not I'm not competing there. I'm not a sponsored athlete, nothing like that. This is just my opinion. I feel like the stone off, they tried it. I don't feel like it's worked very well. So I wish they'd go to more of a wild card spot. You could do 2 wild card spots, and the 2 highest ranked third place finishers would go to the finals. I feel like that would be a lot more fair, and it'd be well, and it'd still give the third place guys a shot, basically. But overall, I think this is a fantastic list. 8 events over 3 days. Yeah, that's great. Like that's gonna be a really great competition right there. We'll have to see once they actually break down the brackets who's gonna be in what bracket. But yeah, this type of competition, I think it's really great. Going to the finals. So then we have the Giants medley, Titans turntable, which I'm assuming Titans turntable. So I'm assuming it's a like a Conan's wheel or something like that. It's just built by Titan. It looks like they're doing a lot of sponsored events this year as well. So I'm assuming that it's a Conan's wheel or something along those lines, and then it's just built by Titan, and so it's a sponsored event. And then the Rain keg toss. So yeah, it's just kegs that are sponsored by Rain. If you haven't had a Rain beverage, check them out. They're kind of fun. Obviously, I'm not sponsored by them, but Rain, if you're listening, if you'd like to sponsor my channel, go for it. I would love a lifetime supply of Rain energy drinks. So yeah, day 1 of the finals. Looks really good. You've got some good moving events, some throwing events. I do wish they had more throwing in the qualifying rounds. Throwing is a part of Strongman that I think gets overlooked a lot. But I think it's something that is a great test of not only strength, but like explosive power, because you can be as statically strong as you possibly want, and you will not be able to throw that keg over a bar. It takes precision, it takes explosive power, like I said. It's one of those things that you really have to train and fine-tune. It's something that I have not trained and fine-tuned, so don't ask me to do it because I'm really bad at it. But yeah, it's something that I wish they'd include more often. And then the final day of the finals, day 2 of the finals. So log lift, I'm not sure if it's for reps or if it's max effort, or I'm not sure what they're going to do with that. I'm assuming that it's most likely for reps. And because they have the finals, because the finals has a log lift, I'm assuming that the overhead medley here will be the axle and dumbbell. But we'll see. And then the knack deadlift, I looked it up. Knack is just a company, a construction company, it looks like. And so they're sponsoring the weight, basically. So it looks like the deadlift bar is going to have knack job site boxes on the end with the weights in it. I'm assuming for this it's probably going to be a max effort just because as a company, you want to show how solid your boxes are, how good your equipment is. And so you want, what better way than to get the world's strongest men to blast them around and bash them on the concrete when they're fully loaded. So I'm assuming it's going to be a max effort deadlift. Because of that, I'm assuming that this will well, because of that, I'm thinking that this one will probably be for reps, and the squat lift will probably be a max effort. But historically speaking, they like to do the squat lift as a for reps and the deadlift as a max effort. It'd be really strange to have two max effort deadlifts though. So, but I could be wrong. Maybe the knack deadlift is going to be for reps as well. As I said, this is all speculation. I don't have insider knowledge or anything like that. It's just my opinion based off of what I've seen in previous World's Strongest Men and what I think is gonna happen. And then Atlas stones to finish. It'd be really awesome. I mean, they love their 5-stone run. Excuse me. They love the 5-stone run. But as we've seen with World Ultimate Strongman and stuff like that, like 10-stone runs and 8-stone runs and stuff can be a ton of fun. I think it'd be fun if they would do like a 6-stone run or something a little bit more. But yeah, either way. Yeah, I think Atlas stones are fun. I love watching stones. I love doing stones. It's I'm not a world level competitor yet, but I think they're a ton of fun. So overall, I think this is a fantastic list. I like that the finals is a couple less events just because these guys are, I mean, they're already going to be kind of gassed from doing all this in the qualifying rounds. Over 5 days, you're doing all these events. Yeah, that's a lot of volume over 5 days. So hopefully the guys are prepping properly. I know a lot of the guys like JF Carone and Brian Shaw, they train a lot of volume. Brian trains at altitude and all that sort of stuff too. So I think this type of competition will probably favor those guys a little bit more because of the volume, because of the combination of static and moving. And then there's a lot of these events. I mean, Brian Shaw's a world record holder in the keg toss. Fingal's fingers, like I said, some of the guys, Brian Shaw and JF and stuff, are some of the only ones who have done stuff like that. Train pull, same thing. Pickaxe hold, same thing. So I feel like a lot of the older competitors are actually a little bit more favored in this. But obviously there's injury and there's just overall preparation. A lot of the guys, Alexei Novikov, a lot of people think he is unstoppable. So we'll see. With something like this, we'll really see how well they've prepared. That is a ton of volume over several days. If you have not been training high volume, you're going to be gassed. You're going to be wrecked by the second and third day. And when you get into the finals and the weights go up and all of a sudden you're competing against, the top 10 competitors and everything, we'll see who trained it smartly and who really prepared properly. So overall, I love it. I think this is fantastic. So, with that in mind, if you want to know more about what other people think, head over this Saturday. Go to My Block Strongest Man. We're doing the live stream. If you haven't paid attention, My Block Strongest Man and we take turns hosting a live stream every Saturday where we bring on guests and we talk about Strongman. This Saturday, we have JF Carone and Travis Ortmeyer, who are both competing. So, I think it's going to be a really fantastic live stream this Saturday. They're both competing. Travis has been, last time he was at Worlds, I think was 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. They're both really good athletes, and they both have their niche. They both have their events that they're better at. But definitely head over there on Saturday, go to My Block Strongest Man, and set a reminder so that when the live stream starts, you can catch it. It starts at 3 p.m. Pacific time, Seattle time if you're in there, or 6 New York time if you're in that time zone. If you're somewhere in the middle, you got to figure it out yourself. I'm not going to do all the breakdowns, but yeah, check it out. I think it's going to be a really great live stream. I will actually be working at a strongman competition, so I'm going to try to hop on for a while. It kind of depends on how busy the competition is and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that is my prediction for now. Kind of my take on the events. I love it. World's Strongest Man. If you watch this video, great job. I think this is much more what the audience is looking for. I'm stoked to see it like this. So yeah, that's my take. Definitely write down your opinions in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. And head over to the live stream on Saturday and hear what JF and Travis have to think as well, because they're both much more knowledgeable on it than I am. So anyways, that is all for today. Just remember to always improve that 1%. And this is Isaac with Hunger Smash Fitness. And I will catch you next time.